East title since 1995. Greg is back with us, but Acho, who has had a more impressive season, Aaron Rodgers or Josh Allen?
Fellas, Josh Allen has had a more impressive season. And I say this because I am a wordsmith. Aaron Rodgers has had a better season.
Okay.
Josh Allen's season has been more impressive. When you think about impressive, you have to talk about level of difficulty plus rarity. You have to talk about level of difficulty plus rarity. When I think about one of the most impressive things I've seen, I'm reminded of 1991. Michael Jordan, Game 2 versus the Lakers. It was his first finals appearance, if I am not mistaken, coming down a lane with the right, switches to the left, off the backboard, in traffic, bucket. That was impressive. However, a Steph Curry three-pointer is still worth more. So that's more impressive because of the level of difficulty plus the rarity. Now let's fast forward and let's talk about Josh Allen. What Josh Allen did, Stephon Diggs, first time playing with Josh Allen, shipped off from Minnesota, no offseason, no preseason. Y'all just have to click in unison. That level of difficulty is higher. Josh Allen, 13 wins. First time the Bills have won 13-plus games since 1991. Rarity, more rare. Aaron Rodgers, 13 wins. Well, the Packers won 13 games just last year. Aaron Rodgers, 48 touchdown passes. Well, Patrick Mahomes did that just 2 years ago. But when you're talking about Josh Allen, let me tell you about the company he's kept. If we have the full screens, let's talk to him.
Let's do it.
35 passing touchdowns plus 5 rushing touchdowns. You see it there. Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton, Steve Young. 3 of those 4 men, or 3 times in those 4 instances, rather, you saw MVPs. I know what you're saying, Acho. Well, you just saw Cam and Lamar Jackson have 35 and 5. Let's get a little more rare, shall we? 35 passing touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns, 4,500 yards. Only Josh Allen. So Josh Allen's season was more impressive because the level of difficulty plus the rarity. Aaron Rodgers' season was better. Aaron Rodgers should win the MVP. Aaron Rodgers will win the MVP. But when we're talking about that word impressive, I have to say Josh Allen.
Woo! This is a tough one right here, but I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. Now, you're not going to pit me against my Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen and how I feel like I'm the first one to say, I love Josh Allen, and it seems like that chorus has been echoed since then. But it is Aaron Rodgers. Look, I'm an underdog, not only in spirit, but by circumstance. So anytime I see an underdog story, you know I'm going to run with it, Acho. And I have to run first with this story. Now, this is a numbers and narrative conversation I'm going to have. Let's start with the numbers. Let's stay objective right here. If you look at Aaron Rodgers, I love seeing full screens from Acho because my influence is now being a part of his day-to-day routine. I love that because when Acho first started, he hated full screens. Matter of fact, he used to text me. I could look it up in my phone right now. I hate your full screens. And now, look at him. He's doing full screens every damn day. I love you, Acho. But my full screens, not yet, is going to show you a little more rarity. First of all, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers, who is the first player in NFL history to account for over 50 touchdowns and throw for 5 or fewer interceptions in a season. Acho, if you noticed anything about that, there's no one else with him in company, as you just showed me a full screen with Josh Allen that had other names listed. So you want to talk about rarity because of you want to be impressed? That is impressive. Let's also talk about the fact that he had the 2nd highest passer rating in a season in NFL history. Oh, only behind his own MVP season in 2011. Once again, Acho, no one else sharing this experience with Aaron Rodgers. So it's more impressive. But in totality, I just want to give you a full screen comparison of Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen and just let you look at these numbers and let it all soak in. Because if you look at them, win-losses, same. How about points per game? Close. Completion percentage? Close. Passing and rushing touchdowns? Close. Passer rating? Not as close. And who won every single one of those categories? The one on the left, his name is Aaron Rodgers, who has no company this year in terms of his greatness, his importance, his impressiveness, and more importantly, how he's going to lead a team going forward with another MVP in tow.
I'm going with Josh Allen, and I'm not going to fight you, Marcellus, because all your numbers are factual. Aaron Rodgers has had an outstanding year. Not going to discredit that. He will win the MVP.
Yep.
But my reason for going with Josh Allen is because of the growth. Typically, you see players take a step forward. Josh Allen took a leap, a giant leap forward. When you look at what he was able to do last year and this team, and you look at the kind of playoff performance he even had last year, we were like, man, what? Josh, you completely fell apart. And to show the resilience and bounce back and go from 20 touchdowns to 37 touchdowns, 58 completion percentage to almost 70% completion percentage, and then all the other things that Acho alluded to. Having a receiver you did not have time to get extra repetitions with in the offseason, OTAs, et cetera, and et cetera. And I know everybody else had these problems, but when you look at Josh Allen and what he has done, it has directly impacted the performance and the production of his team. His defense has been better. His overall offensive unit has been better. And overall, his team has captured the second seed, 13-3 from 10-6 last season. The improvement can't be matched right now when we talk about Josh Allen. It has been so impressive to where I can say this. If we had to say which player would we expect to have had a season like this, we would automatically say, oh, Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of the season. Josh Allen would be laughed at. You would be laughed at if somebody said Josh Allen out of their mouth. And then for him to do what he has done, you have to give credit where credit is due. He's not going to win MVP. He's definitely in the conversation. And his team is definitely probably the #1 threat in all of football and going into the postseason.
Those are all correct, all facts, G, and I'm gonna give it to Marcellus in a way in which he can digest. Sal, you say you're not a great basketball player, correct?
I'm one of the worst.
Hey, you're one of the worst.
I seriously
So then what would be more impressive, you hitting a three-point shot or Steph Curry making a three from the logo?
Oh, it would be me, but I got a deadly three, but I can't play basketball.
Exactly.
But your point.
Exactly. It's very simple. You're not going to applaud, if you will. Aaron Rodgers is an A student who just earned another A. Whereas Josh Allen, he came into the season as a C student, maybe even a C minus, and he just earned an A plus. So it's not as though Josh Allen outperformed Aaron Rodgers, but from where Josh Allen was to now where Josh Allen is, significantly more impressive. The Athletic quarterback ranking have Josh Allen ranked the 22nd quarterback coming into this season. Had Aaron Rodgers ranked the 3rd best quarterback coming into this season. Now, if we can just look at the deviation of Aaron Rodgers going from 3rd to 1st and Josh Allen going from 22nd to top 3, that in and of itself answers a question.
Ooh, y'all in trouble right now. I think what you guys really are confusing is impressive versus surprised. I hear a lot of what you're saying, and it keeps landing in my mind where the word surprise is. And I see Josh Allen's face pop up for you guys because you're surprised he took this leap. Well, let's talk about his leap that he took. And if he took a leap, what the hell do you think Aaron Rodgers did from last year to this year? Let's start with Josh Allen, who had a passer rating last year of 85. Then he took the leap to 107. By my math, that's 22 more. Okay, let's look at Aaron Rodgers and his passer rating of 95, and he leaps all the way to 121. That's 26 more. Wait a minute. If Josh Allen took a leap, what did Aaron Rodgers do? Because he had a greater passer rating from last year to this year. Oh, let's go touchdowns. 20 to 37 for Josh Allen. That's 17 more. Hip, hip, hooray. Aaron Rodgers went from 26 to 48. That's 22 more. Wait a minute. Damn it. Josh Allen is taking leaps. What the hell is Aaron Rodgers doing? So even by your own argument of the steps that he took from last year to this year, Aaron Rodgers took even greater steps than that. But let's get into what I really am enamored by in this story. It's the narrative. It's the fact that they left Aaron Rodgers to die. They tried to kill him, and now he's killing it. They drafted at his position. They didn't even supply him with proper resources. And you know what he did? He looked around and said, oh, that's how y'all want to play the game? Well, let's play. And that's why I'm going with Aaron Rodgers in this situation. As much as I love Josh Allen, he is next. Matter of fact, he's now as well. But what Aaron Rodgers did this year is something special. And by the numbers, even greater than what Josh Allen did from last year to this year.
Marcellus, you're exactly right. However, this is where I believe you're wrong. And I have the right to be surprised as well as impressed with Josh Allen, because I've never seen him do this before. Whereas you talk about Aaron Rodgers, and did he make a leap from last year? He did. But his QBR, his rating, I've seen him do this before.
Talk about it,
Matter of fact, I've seen him be even better. I've seen him throw a 122 rating out there for a full season, 45 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So almost the same season, I've seen this act. And I've come to expect this act. Where Josh Allen, I've never seen this. So yes, am I both surprised as well as equally impressed? Of course I